The developers of European Truck Simulator have asked you to test their new trucking game.
No!
However, they feel that the American audience would not be interested in a long-form simulation game, so to make the game exciting, the developers encourage crashing into other cars. Your task is to complete each mission while avoiding the glitched missions. Tonight, Apex of Game Show presents Brandon Nichols, Matt D'Annunzio, and Kyle Foley, starring in American Crash Simulator, aka the repurposed American History Special, and I threw some trucks into it, because America.
America.
Welcome to Apex of Game Show, the show that recycles specials that we didn't air. Or tape. I'm Alex Cunningham. Today's players are Brandon Nichols.
Hello.
Matt D'Annunzio.
Hey everyone.
And Kyle Foley.
Hello.
I would like to get this episode under an hour without much editing work this time, so it's a serial game show, which you should be watching in order. So you should know the rules by now. Any questions from the audience or contestants?
No.
Nope.
Is that Big Rigs Over the Road Racing for the backdrop?
That is Big Rigs Over the Road Racing for the backdrop. I'm glad you noticed.
Brought to you by
picks.
the makers of American Ninja Warrior the game.
Oh, I was hoping that wouldn't get mentioned today. Alright, Brandon, here's your first question. In 1984, what NFL team moved cities overnight with their belongings aboard Mayflower trucks?
I'm going to throw out a guess and say Houston Oilers. Knowing that's wrong.
Incorrect, Matt.
I don't know, the Ravens. Incorrect,
Kyle.
I hope the Detain the Question music is ready. I'm gonna go for the Rams.
Collin, would you like to unmute and tell us the answer to the question?
Is it the Raiders?
No, it is the Colts, and if not for them moving, we wouldn't have the Baltimore Ravens. So answer, please. Detain the question.
Detain the question. Detain that question. The question was bananas gonna send it to jail.
Damn it, Collin.
They're really hilarious.
Again, you keep calling on me when you...
Well, yeah, I wanted you to answer the question, not steal my line.
Fine, you say it.
Fine. Answer, police. Detain the question.
Detain the question. Detain that question. The question was bananas gonna send it to jail.
That's better. No picks taken there. Matt, here's your question. What U.S. state's acquisition was known as Seward's Folly?
Alaska.
There you go, 3 picks.
22.
Number 22, if I scroll over, is 7 points.
Wow. Let's go with 10.
Number 10 is double your next pick.
24.
24 is 1 point. So, sort of a waste of that double your next pick.
Yeah.
But you can't complain about 9 points in this game. Kyle, here's your question. What Avengers movie came between the original The Avengers and Avengers Infinity War?
Oh, great. Isn't it like Avengers Age of Ultron or something like that?
It is something like that. In fact, it's just that, exactly. 3
Oh,
picks.
really?
Yes.
I was just saying something like completely out of my ass there.
If it makes you feel any better, while researching questions, I found out that there was a second Avengers movie that wasn't Infinity War, so...
There you go.
Somehow I completely missed that, if that makes you feel better. 3 picks.
Well, I appreciate it.
Sure.
Gotta go for the meme. We're gonna start with the 6.
And it's dramatic reading.
Yay!
I just have to point out that this is probably the greatest dramatic reading in the history of our sport. So, the dramatic reading this time, I figured I need to find the most American thing possible.
America.
So, today's dramatic reading is a 1-star Yelp review of McDonald's in Houston, Texas.
Oh!
Interesting.
That is amazing.
David S. writes, "Okay, so I found myself reviewing the second worst McDonald's in Houston, and I just can't pass up the opportunity to say a few words about the absolute worst one. This McDonald's makes me feel like a rubbernecker at a terrible car accident. I don't want to look, but it's just so horrific that I can't help it. Officer, could you bring the body over here? We can't get a good look." You already know any McDonald's in the middle of a rough downtown area, and next to a 24-hour bus station, is going to be bad. But this one is beyond the pale. I was in the Army for years, much of it stationed in the Third World, so I've been in some hair-raising places, believe me. I was in Beirut in the 1980s. However, this McDonald's makes my list of 100 places no sane person should ever go. Before I knew better, I was here a few times. I've seen aggravated assaults in the dining area, ongoing drug deals in the parking lot, active prostitution in the bathrooms. I even saw a car in the drive-thru lane get shot up.
Oh.
Every wandering mental patient in Houston is drawn to this McDonald's like a moth to a flame. Can you imagine this place at 2 o'clock in the morning? Need I go on? I'd say take a gun if you go here, but just don't go here, ever. Or at least put me in your will first. Kyle, here are your questions. Each one's worth 5 points. Where was David stationed in the 1980s?
Beirut?
Close enough. Actually, you might be correct. I said Beirut, but it might be Beirut.
Beirut. That's what you...
I don't care. 5 points. Name any 2 crimes David witnessed at McDonald's.
Assault in the dining area.
That's 1.
Wasn't there prostitution in the bathrooms?
There was!
There you go.
The full docket of 10 points for Kyle, as he takes the lead, and with 2 picks.
Alright, we'll go for the 1.
Is 2 points.
And wrap it off with a good old 9.
Is Kyle's favorite game dating back to the pilot, Roll the Dice!
Hey!
Have you actually gotten Roll the Dice in a non-pilot episode?
Yeah, I think I got it episode 2. Like, I got it right away. Because I remember asking once, like, can you get negatives?
Oh, you can get negatives, by the way. You should know the rules by now. You can roll 1, 2, 3 dice. 1, 2, or 3 dice. Whatever, you know the rules. How many dice you want to roll?
1 dice.
That doesn't shock me. Kyle rolls 1 dice, and he gets 4 points. Good job.
Yay!
Technically above the average. And Akayu!
Hold up. You realize that a singular dice is called a die, right?
I don't care. Alright, the first round of questions is over, and we return to Brandon for this question. 5 states recognize Civil Rights Day, which honors both Martin Luther King Jr. and whom?
Golly. Rosa Parks? No.
Incorrect, Matt.
I'm just gonna say Malcolm X.
Incorrect, Kyle.
Oh.
I don't know. Gandhi.
Hold on to your hats for this one, everybody.
Yeah.
Robert E. Lee.
What?
Okay then.
Gotta love the South, everybody. That is a completely real thing I want to emphasize, but this is like Alabama we're talking about, so.
Roll
You
Tide.
know what else you need to love?
No. It's my job. Answer, police! Detain the question!
Detain the question, detain that question. The question was bananas gonna send it to jail.
Alright, well, this is going better than expected.
I was gonna make a comment about how the black guy misses the civil rights question, but considering it's Robert E. Lee, I think I'm granting a pass at that.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
Matt, here's your question. What British singer's album, 21, was the Billboard #1 pop album in back-to-back years?
Okay, yeah, that's Adele.
That is Adele, 3 picks.
Let's go with 11.
11 is 4 points.
27.
27 is 1 point.
32.
32 is 5 points. Matt picking all the points so he doesn't have to play any games, and we go on to Kyle. The 25 fastest marathon runners in history all hail from either Kenya or what country?
Oh. I thought they were going to be me, and I was like, yes, Kenya, let's go. And, of course, Kenya and what other one? Jamaica's got fast people.
Not in the marathon, Brandon.
Damn it.
The UK?
Incorrect, Matt.
It's Ethiopia, right?
It is Ethiopia.
Mm.
Hey, we didn't detain a sports question. 1 pick.
16.
16 is the accelerator. As you should all know by now, your first accelerators are worth 2 points. Each accelerator you get doubles in value. And we are back to Brandon for the fastest trivia round we've ever had. And I thought the last one was fast. El cerebro is Spanish for what body part? That's Cerebro.
Mm.
Here, I'll type it in the chat for you.
Based off that, I'm gonna say the brain.
Hey, you got a question right.
Woo.
I was seriously worried for a second that Brandon was going to detain 4 questions. 3 picks.
Well, I got almost all the accelerators last time. I can get all the detained questions this time.
Right.
I'll go 12.
12 is the roundup, which
Wow.
is completely useless when you have 0 points. Because we round up to the nearest 10, and, yeah.
Let's see if I can find a glitch, just because that would be my luck. 29.
Oh, you did not. It's the new game, Who Said That?
Yay!
And who said that? I'm going to give you 2 quotes. If you can tell me who said that quote, I'll give you 5 points for each one. Here's your first quote. On September 22nd, 1976, he said, quote, I only regret that I have but one life to lose for my country, unquote. He was immediately hanged. Who said that?
Nathan Hill.
Correct, 5 points. Here's the other quote. Quote, where there is love, there is life, unquote. He also found out where there are non-violent protests, there is driving the British out of his home country. Who said that?
That's the Gandhi.
That is Gandhi, and Brandon is on the board with 10 points.
Whew. 20.
20 is the accelerator, so, hey, you got 1 this time.
Yeah.
And that brings you up to 12. Alright, Matt, here's your question. On an American Monopoly board, which property is the second most expensive to purchase?
Ooh, Park Place.
Very good, 3 picks.
23.
23 is add a quarter, which adds a quarter of your score, and I think we established previously that we round up, so you're up to 26.
Yes.
I thought so. 2 picks.
4.
Number 4 is double your next pick.
28.
28, you said?
Yeah.
Is the accelerator, which would be worth 4, but you doubled that pick, so it is worth 8, bringing you up to 34. What a shock. Matt is running away with it again. And let's go to Kyle for back-to-back board game questions. What board game inspired a 2012 film of the same name, starring Rihanna and Liam Neeson?
Huh? Clue. I don't have a clue. Get it?
But no. Brandon.
The sad thing is, I actually noticed when it's Battleship.
I pity
They
you.
made a
I didn't see it, but I
Okay, that's really
knew.
they made a Battleship movie?
They made a
did.
Battleship movie with Rihanna.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's the only reason I know is because it's like, one, why would you cast Rihanna in a board game film? Two, why would you cast her in Battleship?
Number 3, why would you cast Rihanna in a film?
Number 4, why would you make a Battleship movie?
Well, yes, but...
Number 5, all of the above.
Alright, 2 picks for Brandon.
17?
17 is the accelerator. And
We're
that's
getting
worth
those out the
4
way.
points to you. If I can line it close enough.
Now I really don't want to find a glitch. 34.
You didn't. It's 9 points.
Whew.
Wow, no glitches on the board yet. As we... go back to Brandon for this question. Lorry, L-O-R-R-Y, is another word for what type of vehicle?
I feel like this is really obvious, but I'm blanking. Truck?
It is a truck. I was about to say, like, what's the theme of this episode?
It's a duck
enough.
boat scene.
Fair enough.
Oh, no. 3 picks
25.
is I Made It Up.
I was actually hoping to never get this game.
Running from 1989 to 1996, the TV show American Gladiators pitted everyday contestants against the show's recurring cast of gladiators, who were identified not by their real names, but by kooky nicknames such as Nitro, Turbo, Titan, and Malibu. Determine if these 7 nicknames were used for gladiators during the original run of American Gladiators, or if I made them up. Alright, here's your first one.
Mm-hmm.
Silver.
Silver, I'm gonna say you made it up.
I made it up! The next one is Siren.
That's real.
It is real. Side note, the only deaf gladiator. So that's some irony. Havoc.
That's real.
I made it up.
Really?
Yes.
Hmm.
Atlas.
That's real.
It is. Dallas.
I'm gonna say real.
Believe it or not, it's real. I was pretty surprised. Kind of a weird name. Anyway. Vixen.
Vixen sounds a little too on the nose. I'm gonna say you made it up.
I made it up. And the last one is Jazz.
Oh, I've seen an episode with her in it. Yeah, that's real.
It is real. 6 out of the 7, which means you can go for the double or nothing. You are not required to go for the double or nothing. And the double or nothing is Diamond.
I will go for it.
Okay?
That is real.
It is real! 12 points. Well done.
Way back when I had, way back when my family had dish cable on ESPN Classic.
ESPN Classic, yeah, I
ESPN
watched that
Classic.
too.
I watched that religiously, so I knew, so I would know most of them.
Yeah, I
You know,
watched a lot of ESPN Classic Gladiators as well.
The more I keep thinking about glitches, the more I'm going to jinx myself. 21.
21 is Timeline. Wow, back-to-back games. That doesn't happen very often. In Timeline, I'm going to give you 5 events. You have to put them in order. The first one you get correctly in order is 1 point, which you get by default. If the next event you pick is after the first event, you get 2 points, and so on for 3 points, 4 points, and 5 points. As soon as you get an event that happened prior to the one before it, your point-getting reign of terror ends. I didn't know how to describe that. Here are your 5 events. BP oil spill. Eruption of Mount Vesuvius. Hindenburg Disaster. Hillsborough Disaster. Largest earthquake ever recorded by magnitude.
All right. So I just start naming one?
Yeah, one at a time. Or,
Okay.
I'm sorry, I take that back. All 5 at once.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say Hindenburg, Hillsborough, largest earthquake, Vesuvius, BP.
Very well, let's find out how you did. The Hindenburg Disaster, of course, that famous image of the blimp exploding into flames.
All the humanity.
1937. The Hillsborough Disaster, that being the human stampede of Liverpool Football Club fans, was in 1989. And the largest earthquake ever recorded by magnitude was in 1960.
Wasn't that the one in Chile?
Yeah, it was in Chile.
Yeah.
Tell them when Vesuvius happened.
79.
Yeah, I thought, yeah.
BP oil spill was 2010. So, 3 points for Brandon, and if I can, there we go. 1 pick.
5.
Is the lifeline. Admittedly, I left this in, forgetting that we changed Saigo No Chance.
Uh-oh.
So I'll explain what happens with the lifeline when we get to Saigo No Chance.
Okay.
Matt, you're up. In game theory, what is a game called where a win for one player requires a loss for an opponent?
Oh, jeez. Okay. I don't know. Let's just go with a Nash equilibrium.
Incorrect. Kyle.
These questions really suck today.
They kind of do.
A victory.
Incorrect. Brandon.
Alex, say the line.
It's a zero-sum game.
What? How would anybody know this?
I don't know. Well,
Say it before Collin
we're at
interrupts.
3. We're 1 away from the record. Hopefully the next question is easier, but you know what? Let's do it all together. Answer, police. 1, 2, 3. Detain the question!
Detain the question. Detain that question. The question was bananas gonna send it to jail.
That wasn't very good. Oh well. Kyle, here's your question. By the way, shout out to us for detaining 3 times as many questions as the supposedly hard question episode. Oops. What Native American activist received an...
I hate these questions.
Hold on a second. What Native American activist received an electoral vote from a faithless elector in the 2016 presidential election? This being the United States presidential election, obviously.
Yes. I don't even have a guess. Pass.
Brandon.
That would be Faith Spotted Eagle.
Correct. 2 picks.
Never heard of that in my entire life.
I was oddly linked that I was linked that like a week after it happened. 2 picks. 31.
31 is 8 points.
Oh boy, let's not ruin this. 30.
Remains unruined. 1 point. Points. Which brings us to the lightning round. This is certainly an interesting lightning round. By the way, Brandon, remember when we joked? Remember when we joked when you were going to go first in the lightning round? You're actually going last because we start with Kyle, then Matt, then Brandon, then Kyle, then Matt, then Brandon. 1 pick or freeze for the entire round, and yeah, all 3 glitches are still on the board.
All right, time for me to get a solid 8 on the board.
Sure.
36.
Well, you said it yourself. It's the glitch!
Oh my.
Kyle, one pick or freeze. Or, I'm sorry, Matt, one pick or freeze.
3.
It's the glitch!
Ooh.
Well, Brandon,
Congratulations on your win.
Let's make this interesting.
Oh,
14.
is 6 points.
Ooh.
Kyle, one
I was
pick.
kind of hoping for 3 glitches in a row.
I was also hoping for 3 glitches in a row.
I'll be honest, I kind of wanted to see what would the reaction be if I got the glitch.
19.
19 is 2 points.
Hey, I'm up to double digits. That's a huge accomplishment.
Yes. Matt, one pick or freeze.
2.
2 is double your next pick. So that's gonna... You get to think about that for a while. Brandon, one pick or freeze.
I'm gonna freeze this one.
Yeah, I figured. Kyle.
26.
26 is Fab 5. I'm going to give you 7 items. 5 of them are in a category. For each correct answer you give me, you get 2 points. If any one that you give me is wrong, each of your opponents gets 1 point. Since it wasn't Matt's pick, those points are not doubled for him. And you have to give me all of your answers at once. I think you've played this game before.
Yes. Yeah, I think I did. I forget though.
Probably.
I've seen it enough by editing it.
Fair
so
enough. Of the following 7 words, determine which 5 are in the NATO phonetic alphabet. Foxtrot, Neon, Quebec, Romeo, Winter, Yankee, Zulu. I'll link those.
yes, thank you. Okay. I know Foxtrot, but that's about it. Let me think about this.
I can think of 4. Can't think of the 5th one.
You don't have to go for all 5 if you don't want. You can pick as many as you feel comfortable.
I'll just
Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
go for
Each of your opponents gets 1 point per answer you pick.
right. I'm just gonna go Foxtrot, Zulu, and that's it.
Very well.
I mean, that's all I know. At least it's 4 points potentially.
The answers were Quebec, Romeo, Yankee, Foxtrot, and Zulu. 4 points.
I probably could have got that if I wanted to. I knew Neon wasn't one, and I just wasn't sure about Winter and Yankee. Those were, oh well,
I mean,
whatever.
you could have gone for Quebec and Romeo if you felt.
It's whatever.
Out of curiosity, Brandon, what was the other one you were going for?
I was deciding between Romeo and Winter. I didn't know it was Romeo.
Fair enough. That brings us to Matt. This pick is doubled or freeze.
Okay, let's go with 35.
35 is 2 points, which is doubled to...
Well, it's not a glitch.
Yeah, I can... I'm going to put this back. I don't need to put it back, but I'm going to put it back for continuity's sake. Kyle, one pick or freeze.
You know what? At this point, I'm setting myself up to lose anyway. We'll go for 13.
13 is 3 points.
Hey.
Matt, one pick or freeze.
Why not? 33.
33 is the last accelerator.
Damn it.
So you should have done that last pick. That would have been 16 points. But 29 for Matt right now after gaining 8 points. Kyle, you're behind by 12. One of those 4 is the glitch. One pick or freeze.
Number 8. Come on, baby.
Number 8 is 3 points.
Hey. Well, it's better than the alternative.
This is one of the most suspenseful lightning rounds in recent memory.
Yes.
Matt, one pick or freeze.
Yeah, I'm freezing.
Understandable. Kyle, all you.
Go for it.
I just don't know with the new
Saigo format how easy it's going to be to make up 9 points. If I had to guess, it's behind 15. But I will take my chances with Saigo no chance, and I will freeze away like a little wimp.
Wow. Okay, it was behind 7.
Okay.
15 was 4 points. 18 was 10 points.
Shit.
Wow.
Ooh.
Which brings us to Saigo no chance. No, it doesn't. It brings us to Top 10s. A brand new game here on Apex of Game Show. Each of you is going to get a chance to fill in a top 10 list. It is your own top 10 list. You are all by yourself. If you get the number 1 item, you get 1 point. If you get the number 2 item, you get 2 points. All the way down to if you get the number 10 item, you get 10 points for a possible 55. There are 3 categories. Kyle, since you are behind, you will get to choose the first category. The only other thing I'm going to say is, it's just rapid fire, but I mean, you can take your time. You get 3 minutes or 3 strikes. Brandon, since you have the lifeline, you get an extra strike.
Okay.
3 minutes or 3 strikes, or obviously filling out the list. Whichever comes first ends your turn. So, tonight's categories are U.S. history, food and drink, international sports.
Well, those all suck. I'll go for international sports.
Very well. Here is your top 10 list. Name the 10 countries that won the most medals of any color at the 2016 Summer Olympics. Your top 10 list begins now.
Okay, United States.
Number 1.
United Kingdom.
I'll give you Great Britain, number 3.
Okay. China.
Number 2.
Good. Alright, so I just gotta think about these. So 2016 was in Brazil. So do I go for Brazil? Let's see. Let me think about this. I feel like Brazil sucked. Like, they're only good at, like, soccer. That's it. Okay. Germany?
Number 5, that puts you past Matt for the time being.
Russia?
Number 4.
How's the time looking?
2 minutes.
Okay, let's see. How good is...
By the way, that black bar is going to be a timer. I'm going to edit that in. But it's going to be way prettier than the online stock footage.
Australia?
Number 8.
Woo! There we go.
4 remaining, and you have all 3 strikes still, and 1:22.
Okay,
Talk it out if you have to.
yeah. How long left?
1:10.
Okay, I'll start making some willy-nilly guesses then at this point. France?
Number 6. 1 minute.
China's already on there. Japan?
Number 7.
Good lord. Okay, come on.
Kyle is temporarily in the lead.
Time?
31 seconds. 30 seconds.
Okay. What's some rando sport that people are good at? Like, I feel like... Okay, India?
Not on the list. Strike 1. 15 seconds.
South Korea.
Strike two,
Or Korea.
10 seconds.
Oh God. It's not
5,
sports.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Norway. That's wrong.
At the buzzer, strike 3. So amazingly, that brings Kyle up to 56. He is in the lead. Matt, you have some work to do.
Yes, I do.
Would you like U.S. history or food and drink?
U.S. history seems like significantly less of a crapshoot, so I'm gonna go with that.
Very well. Name the 10 most recent vice presidents of the United States, including the current vice president. Your top 10 list begins now.
Okay, Mike Pence,
Number 1.
Joe Biden,
Number 2.
Dick Cheney,
Number 3.
oh geez, okay, so, Rockefeller,
Number 8.
Oh!
jeez, okay, so, Ford,
Number 9.
and then, trying to think who Reagan's was.
You need 14 points to catch up to Kyle.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Gore.
Gore was 4.
Okay.
That's that.
No, I'm sorry. I think he just tied me because he had 29 and now he has 27. So we're both at 56.
Oh, okay. I can't math, even though I have a degree in math.
It's okay.
I have no idea who HWs would be. Reagan's no clue. Carter no clue.
You're at a minute 40, by the way. I forgot to call it 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, who would be Johnson's? Yeah, huh. Dang, this is hard. Yeah, I really can't think of anything. Screw it. Oliver North.
Strike 1. 1 minute.
Damn. Shoot. Yeah, I got nothing. Hannibal Hamlin.
That was Lincoln's vice president. Strike 2.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Oh.
And let's go with Henry Clay.
And strike 3. Almost assuredly, our first ever tie going into the showcase. You couldn't think of George H.W. Bush as vice president. It was Dan Quayle.
Oh.
You want to know who Ronald Reagan's vice president was?
Who?
George H.W. Bush.
Oh.
And the other two were the guy who got blown out in 1980, Walter Mondale. Actually, 84. I think Carter was blown out in 80. And the resigning vice president of Nixon, Spiro Agnew.
Oh, crap. Ugh. Damn, I knew that too.
Brandon, you're left with food and drink. I suppose you could bomb out here. But
Let's
you
hope not.
need 32 points to force Matt or Kyle to get a double in the showcase to win. And you're stuck with food and drink.
Oh boy.
Name the top 10 soft drink brands
I
of
could've done
2017 in brand value, according to Brand Finance. A soft drink here is defined as a non-alcoholic drink, especially one that is carbonated. Your 3 minutes begins now.
Coca-Cola.
Correct. And we're at a 3-way.
I just stay silent for the next 3 minutes. Pepsi.
Number 2.
Fanta.
Number 8.
Ooh.
Gatorade.
Number 5.
Sprite.
Number 6.
Can I get the definition again?
A non-alcoholic drink, especially
Okay.
one that is carbonated.
Non-alcoholic. Okay.
2 minutes.
Dr. Pepper.
Number 10.
Oh no.
Mountain Dew.
Number 7.
Soft drink brands. Red Bull.
Number 3.
Wow. Okay. That's kind of sad. Tropicana.
Not on the list, but not a strike because you have that lifeline that is now gone.
Cool. Nestle. Do they technically count?
Was.
You have to ask the judges on this.
I'm gonna say no. Strike 1.
Alright, fair enough.
1 minute.
God, I wouldn't have any other clue. Who else? Non-alcoholic. RC.
Strike 2.
He is not a cult.
I'm just gonna snap Draca's operator.
And strike. I did not give you Nestle because the answer
Hold up. He has a lifeline.
He used it.
No, he already used it.
Oh, he
I
did?
use it, yeah.
Never mind. Disregard.
Nestle was the burned one.
Yeah. We were looking for Nescafe.
Okay.
Nestle was the company, like the corporate behind it.
Yeah.
Right. And you got Red Bull, so what would the other one be?
Monster.
Monster.
Oh.
Did
But
not think
still,
of that.
Who would have thought that the number 10 soft drink company sponsors the college football playoff?
but still, 42 points puts Brandon at 97.
R.I.P. my record.
Well, no, there's still the showcase. I could very well not get him again.
Yeah, so, tell you what, guys. I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want a tie-break question, or do you want to both go to the showcase, knowing that you could prevent each other from winning?
We're not going to win anyway.
What I would do is I would ask a question, whoever's closer.
Yeah, that was what I was going to say.
Yeah.
The Big Brother tiebreaker, where you ask a numerical question, and whoever's closest without going over would win, and if you're both over, whoever's closer would win.
I would just I was going to do whoever's closer, regardless of over, wins.
Okay.
So that would be the question. Matt and Kyle, up to you guys if you want to do a tiebreak.
I'm
Let's just do that.
All right, you heard the gentleman. Let's set the precedent now, because I was not expecting this. So that background you see there is from Big Rig's Over the Road Racing. What was the release date of big rigs over-the-road racing. Submit it to me privately.
And then closest, it doesn't matter if you go over.
High or low. I'm looking for the date, not the year, the date. Alright, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Alright.
Okay, so I remember hearing it being like released like somewhere around 2000 to 2003. So I just went July 20th, 2002.
And Kyle, what was your guess?
Okay, honestly, the hill terrain reminded me of Tiger Woods 2004. So I said October 31st, 2003 because LOL Halloween.
Oh my god. The release date of Big Rigs Over the Road Racing was November 20th, 2003. Kyle off by just 3 weeks. And Matt goes from winning an episode handily to being deleted! Yeah, I like that way better, actually. Because now I don't have to make new graphics. Thanks, Matt.
Hey!
Well, it's time for the showcase. Not that there's any suspense here. I suppose Kyle could double 3. That'd be fun.
Except for, it's never been even close to happened in the show. Like, I think Collin has been the closest, and he's like 9,000. So,
yeah. I should mention at this point, since the showcase occurred to me that I forgot to mention this in the open. So, if you'll recall last episode, I kind of screwed Cameron out of going into the showcase.
mm-hmm.
I have decided that to make it up to him, I am awarding him a Money in the Bank briefcase that allows him to enter the showcase round should he not make the showcase round.
I thought, you know what I thought you were going to say? I thought you were going to say, hey, by the way, Cameron's in your showcase.
I mean, he could be if he wanted to, but I don't know why he would want to enter a showcase down 41 points.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
By the way, the only rule is Cameron's not allowed to cash in during the showcase round. So once the showcase round is started, that is game over. It's not like he can listen to the prizes and then cash in. That wouldn't be fair. So, as you know, we've had quite the American-themed show today because we were going to do one for the 4th of July and then didn't. And then I rewrote a bunch and we were going to do it for September 16th, which is when the Treaty of Paris was signed, and we didn't. So it was a very American-themed show today. But here at Apex of Game Show, we understand that our viewers span several continents and several countries, and we wanted to be fair to everyone because we are a open and inclusive platform that is welcoming of everyone. Yeah. So, here to present a showcase on why America sucks, please welcome Lachlan Duggan!
America, a culture that worships large, steroidal men giving each other concussions for 10 minutes and standing around for 3 hours. Yet somehow this spectacle gets hundreds of millions of viewers across the country. Let's take you to a real football game, the Grey Cup in Edmonton, Canada. You and a guest will fly round trip from Pittsburgh to Edmonton via Air Canada for a 6-night stay in a Gold King Riverview room at the historic Fairmont Hotel McDonald. Daily buffet breakfast is included. Plus, we are including 2 lower bowl tickets on the 55-yard line to the 106th Grey Cup.
Wait, did you just say the 55-yard line?
Yes.
What?
You didn't know that Canadian football fields are 110 yards long?
Nope. I just knew that they had the goalposts on the goal line.
Yeah,
they're super big end zones.
Yeah, and 110 yards is the field of play, and the field's wider, and there's 12 players, and 3 downs, and lots of other obscure rules. And rouges. Yeah. I love rouges. Submit your bids for Section 1. By the way, apparently it's not called the 55-yard line, it's called the center line, but who cares? Here's Lachlan with Section 2.
You could say football is as American as baseball, hot dogs, and apple pie, even though none of those things actually originated in America.
Shootings.
Thank you.
That's getting edited out.
Restart that.
Nope.
Oh, right. This whole thing's getting edited out because Lachlan's reading it.
Nope. That's staying in.
You'll discover the birthplaces of these very not American things and more on your tour of a much more palatable continent, Europe. You and a guest will fly from Pittsburgh to London via United Airlines to begin your 22-day tour of Europe organised by Globus Journeys. You'll visit amazing European cities like London, Amsterdam, Munich, Vienna, Venice and Rome before your tour ends in Paris. Daily breakfasts and 7 3-course dinners are included. After your tour, you'll fly back from Paris to Pittsburgh via United Airlines.
Submit your bids for Section 2. Here's Lachlan with Section 3.
Oh, and your car's stuck too. Really, what self-respecting car person would be caught dead driving a Chevy outside of America? You need a real car, like this new Ferrari. You'll be the first to own the 2019 Ferrari 488 Pista, which comes with a 710 horsepower, twin-turbocharged V8 engine, a lithium battery, and carbon fiber wheel rims, making it 90 kilograms lighter than the 488 GTB base model. Reaching a top speed of 211 miles an hour, this car goes from 0 to 60 in just 2.8 seconds. I would read the other specs, but they're in fake units and not in metric, and you wouldn't understand them anyway.
Let's give a round of applause for Lachlan for reading that showcase. Even though he burned
You want to
himself.
clap, Corey? No, Corey isn't clapping.
Corey not impressed. Submit your bids for
Corey.
Section 3.
Clapping
Corey's
after a
not
movie.
impressed.
Good
He's shaking
jab.
his head.
Clapping after an
Lachlan's
airplane
reading.
Lands. Very
Hamburger
American.
music. Hamburger music
good.
place.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, not interested.
Okay. Alright, let's start with Kyle. What was your bid on Section 1?
I bid $5,111.
And Brandon, what was your bid?
I bid 1,780. 1,780.
The
No.
actual retail price is $5,321.
Well, it doesn't matter. I got the double, but who cares?
You got the double, but you got the wrong double.
Damn it.
Doesn't matter, nobody will ever double Section 3 anyway. Let's go to Kyle again. What was your bid on Section 2?
I bid $12,750.
And Brandon, what was your bid?
I bid 3,530.
The actual retail price, $17,870.
Ah, wow.
Kyle still needs to double Section 3 for those sweet 30 points to win the game. And what was your bid on Section 3?
$85,000, which is way too low, I'm assuming.
And Brandon, what was your bid?
Because it's Ferrari, it has to be 6 digits, so I went 350,000.
The actual retail price of Section 3. Get ready for this, everybody.
Uh-oh, $500,000.
$350,050.
Whoa!
Brandon,
Okay.
with a $50 difference, doubles
R.I.P. my
Section
record.
3. The first time in Apex of Game Show history, and probably the last. The winner and finally getting a star is Brandon Nichols.
Whoa.
R.I.P. my record. So much for never to be beaten, huh?
Well, I mean, we also made Saigo No Chance significantly more lucrative. So you have the Saigo No Chance record. So that wraps up Apex of Game Show Episode 4. Leave us a like. Just leave us a
4?
like. And
Episode 4?
Give him something to comment
4
on.
times 2. Oh, yeah. Tell us if you liked top 10s.
Yes.
Tell us what you thought about top 10s in the comments. And I guess that's it. Bye. Does
Pudding,
anyone...
Professor Exit.
Clap after the episode.
Thank you to Top Gear for letting me think about how ridiculously expensive high-end cars are.